Go High Level Wizard here, and now we're going to be doing a full tutorial on payments and products inside of Go High Level. So this is how do you send an invoice? Okay, how do you collect money for your agency or your business? How to have contracts? How to set recurring bills so you get paid every month? It's the basic payment stuff that you need to know that you probably don't. So we're going to be going in depth on all of that and a bunch of other amazing stuff. Before we jump in, though, go right down below, smash the subscribe button. If you have any questions at all, drop a comment down below. So we're just going to come right in here to payments. And by the way, I'm going to be going over invoices and estimates, all of this, documents and contracts, all of this, orders, subscriptions, payment links, transactions, all the product stuff, coupon settings, and integrations. I'm going to be going over everything. So get ready for a super in-depth tutorial. So one of the first things you're going to need to do is integrate a payment gateway, as you see right here. So if you come into integrations, okay, this is where you plug in your payment process. Now I have other videos on this. You have access to Stripe, PayPal, Authorize.net, Square, and a bunch more options. I mean, you have so many different ways to integrate this, and it's very simple. To integrate, you would just come right here, click connect with Stripe. Okay, you're going to click that and it's going to take you to a page, and then you just log into your Stripe account. If you don't have a Stripe account or a payment processor, you're going to need to create one. But whatever your payment processor is, you just go in, click connect, follow the steps, and then you're good to go. And this is what it's going to look like when you're all done, set up, and connected. Once you have your payment processor connected, we're actually going to move to products. Okay, we're not going to go this way. We're going to do that after we move to products. But the reason I have it this way is products have to do with literally everything else in this page. So it's very important that we go through products first because it's going to make a lot more sense that way. But first things first, I just want to break down what a product is. So a product is an item that is sold or offered for sale. In this case, a car. The example, I bought a car for 20 grand. Here's why I'm explaining these. Services can also be products in high level. Right? So monthly SEO can also be a product. I know that sounds very weird, but I want to make sure this is clear because a lot of people get super confused. Like, products? What? What do you mean? It can be a service too. Very strange, but in high level, they can also be services. So just remember that. So we're going to come right over to products. Okay. And you're going to have three different options. So first, you can import as a CSV if you're using Shopify or these other stores and you have a bunch of products. You can bulk upload. You already have your products built out in Stripe. You can import from Stripe, so you can take all of them. And then this will be how you manually create. And you have two different options. So we're going to click Create Product. And you'll be brought to a page that looks like this. So just follow along with me. So first thing we're going to do is put the title in. So we're just going to do SEO. Okay, that's just what we're going to do for this. You can put in a basic description. So this will be monthly SEO. Then we're going to add an image. So we'll just click this right here from your image library. We're going to click this right here. Okay, we got it selected. And then you can do any sort of product label or collection. We're going to get into that in a little bit. Any sort of tax category. Again, I'm not a lawyer, consult a lawyer or CPA on that. That's just if it's going to include taxes or not. And you just figure that out because, you know, every business is different. And then down here in prices, you're going to have the difference between one time and recurring. So one time is like, give me $500. Recurring is $500 every single month. So for this, we're just going to do recurring and we're going to do $500. And then this is basically like a price anchor. So we could say, 700. So like that's how much it normally costs. And then right here, you have the billing period. So monthly, they have a free trial, number of payments, and then any sort of setup fee. Okay, which is really cool. And then you got some additional options in here, which is just price description, which is just a membership offer. Then down here, you can do any sort of like customizing of the product. So like what it looks like. And then you just have some basic SEO search engine listings, which I don't think you need right now. Again, if this is a product that is going to be on an e-commerce store, maybe. But for this, we just don't need it. And up here, you can sync with PayPal or Stripe. That's to connect it. But again, if you've already done that, it'll already be taken care of. So we can make sure it's saved. And then we're going to go back. And right here, you'll see the product right here. And again, you can come right in here. You can edit it or delete it just like that. And to create more products, you just click this. So this is how you're going to create all of your services. And again, when it's connected to Stripe, you can just give people this and you now have a product that you can collect money from. So if it's lawn mowing, if it's cutting people's hair, you know, all services and stuff will go right under here just to let you know. So this is where you build out the stuff that's going to be the money side of things. So now that you have your products created, we're going to go right over here to invoices and estimates. So let me first explain what an invoice is. Invoice is a bill for work already done or items already provided. Example, you fixed my car, I now owe you $200. It's what you send after they do the work. And right in here, you'll just have a basic dashboard of the invoices sent out, the money due, all of that good stuff. And create an invoice, we're going to come right up in here. We're going to do new recurring invoice because that's what we created the product on. Again, same thing, the product is going to match. So right here, you can pick your customer. So we're going to do Mary Gradon. Okay, all the basic business info, adding products, really important because it's what we just created. This is going to be across the board. So we just click add product. We pick this. And boom, it's done. All the work is done for you. So you can just plug in your products. And this is important because if you have a business and they have all these different services, you just create the products and you can just plug stuff in much faster. This is how you save so much time. This is why the Go High Level Wizard set it up this way, so you wouldn't be so confused. So we just plug that in right there, and you can add more products like that. Under recurring invoice settings, you can pick the exact, cadence of how you want it to come out. And you just by clicking, is it monthly, what day, the first, or does it have any sort of other things? And then right in here, you have additional options, which is just some basic descriptions or adding any other attachments. So then we come make sure that you have the start date. We'll just do the 22nd. And never, whatever it is, we'll do 2 days in advance. And then you just click save, or you can schedule it for a set time to come out. And then right here, you basically can manage any sort of tips, have any sort of late fees, manage any payment methods. Then this is really cool because you can convert this to a template so you can use this later for other invoices, which is pretty cool, which I'm about to get into templates here. So you just click schedule and then you're good to go and then you're back. Okay, so boom, we have that invoice created. As you see here, you got all invoices, the recurring invoice we just created. And then down here in templates, I just want to give this is really important. You now can have templates completely built out. And this is one I saved a while ago. So you can just use them very easy. So you can click new template. Okay. And what you can do is you can fill this out again, or you can just add the product that you want. Okay. Do this and boom, and click save. Right? And here's what you have. You now have a new template, and obviously name it, but that template can just be used again and again and again. So that's really, really neat. And then in settings, this is going to be all the settings pertaining to invoices. So you have business information. This is just going to have all the basic business info. You have email configuration. So what emails is being sent from. Okay. You have title and terms. So this is any sort of, invoice titles, terms, anything like that. So you plug that in right there to know what it's named. You have payment settings. So this is like the exact, after what kind of days it goes after, late fees, tips, the kind of the thing we just showed you earlier. Okay, product settings, again, any sort of stuff with importing products from Stripe and anything like that. Reminder settings, this is just like following up with people and email notifications. Custom fields, whole video on that. That's just fields that they don't have in high level. So maybe like special secret car is a field, whatever that is, like that. And then any sort of notifications to be sent to them. So right here, I breeze through this because this just depends on what you're trying to do. But just know if you're trying to tweak this, it'll all be in settings. And this is just the basic business info, but that's how you would reach it right through there. Now we move on to estimates, which is a really cool new feature in high level. But before I even jump in, I just want to explain what this even is a guess of how much something will cost given before the work is done. The example, you might fix my car for around $200, but I'm not sure yet. So the whole point of estimates is like, okay, someone wants something done, like I want SEO done. It's like a proposal almost, like this will cost X. And this is great to send to people so they have a rough idea of what's going on before they buy. So all we do is we click new estimate. And guys, the rubric is the same. It's the same format across all of these. Okay, so we'll take your name. So we'll just do estimate SEO. And again, you put in whatever you want. You have the basic info. You select the exact customer dot. We're going to do Mary Gradon. Estimate number. So what number is it? The issue date. When does it expire? Because again, these expire. Add products just like before. We can click this right in here, select the product right here, and boom, you now have an estimate for this. And what you can do is you can change up, pricing for that. Again, frequency, how often do you want this to be sent and whatnot, and then any sort of additional options. So add a terms and conditions, basically a contract, add any attachments, or send an invoice on top. And again, these are great if you're not sure what something's going to cost and you want to just send someone a proposal. Estimates are great, but you guys are starting to see very simply, it's the same exact format. You just make sure the info looks good. You pick the exact sort of timestamp and when you want to go out, the exact customer you want, add any terms and conditions. You just click send and you're done. It's that simple. Or save. This will save the estimate for later. And again, right in settings, it's the same thing I went over. It's just basic business info. So that's how you send an invoice and an estimate. So now let's move on to documents and contracts. Really fast, I'm just going to explain what a document and a contract is and their difference. A document is any file like a proposal, report, or receipt used to share information. Example, I create a document for the customer detailing the car repair process. It's just a document that outlines whatever you're doing. It's similar to an estimate, but it's just an internal document for any sort of thing you have. Contracts, on the other hand, okay, is a legal document that both parties sign to agree to the terms, like agreeing on the price for car repairs. Example, a car repair contract outlines the cost, services, and timeline. Both you and the customer agree to sign on the work. So the contract is just legally binding. It's like, we get X if we pay you Y. You know what I mean? And then both parties sign it, and it's very much a contract. Shake hands, you're good to go. So this brings the legal side. So it technically is a document, but it's the legal side of the document. So I know this can get a little confusing, but just make sure you understand the difference between the two. So you're going to come right in here, you're going to click New, and you have two options. You can upload PDF. So if you use DocuSign, PandaDoc, you can just download and upload, and it will keep the rough format, or you can do new document. So what we're going to do is we're going to do new document, and we're going to go through this. First things first, you want to name your document. So we're going to do SEO document. And then we're going to go through. So first things first, you add what you want here. So you can add text fields. Okay. You can add images. You can add videos. You can add tables. Okay. You can add a product list as you're listing your products. You can add a page break, which just separates it, a signature, which you know what that is, a text field, a date, initials, and a checkbox. So again, what we'll do is we'll have a signature down here. That's going to be so they sign. Remember, this has to be legally binding. Product list. So what we're going to do is remember that product we created. Remember that? How cool is that? We're just going to add this in. That way you guys can get away with a lot of stuff and just be done. So we're just going to do this SEO contract. And again, I'm just kind of breezing through this. You guys want to make sure this actually looks good and not like this, but I'm just adding that very simply right there. But then I add a signature, or I can add, initials. And now this is legally binding, and this is going to show up in the submissions. Okay. So this is really important because now you can send legally binding contracts right in here. This is going to be how many pages do you want to the contract. Okay, document variables, when it was created, sent out, simple stuff like that. Recipients, and to send to someone, you just pick exactly who you want here, or you can just click add new client, put in their info, and then click send. And what's going to happen is once this goes in, you'll just click send, and it will immediately send it to them. So you just put in the contact info, and then it will send it to them. And then right here, you can do any sort of payment setting. So again, if we set up the product, not really needing to do that, you can kind of just forget about that because the product can take care of it. And then you have any sort of settings, what the email is, what you want the email subject to be with custom fields and whatnot. So very simple, very straightforward. So again, it's very simple. You just pick exactly what you want. I recommend you go in, you slap a product in there, and then go in and then make sure, okay, you just add a basic signing. That way you'll have beautiful products pre-made. And again, in my private community, I have a bunch of things and documents already built out in contracts that you can just plug in, slap your name on, and be done. That way you can sell much faster. But we're going to preview this real quick, and boom, look how cool that is. Simple as that. And again, you just click save, and then you're good to go. It's as simple as that. When you send it out, you'll see right here, it'll say waiting for others. So it's been sent. Completed will be the ones that have been signed, and then payments as people collected. So this is what you'll see right in there. So that's pretty cool. And then templates, this is just the templates you've created so you can quickly send out contracts. So say we went to that other one and we created a template. That template, okay, from that other one we created would just be there again. And we could just change the initials or change, who it is and send it. What I recommend, if you have services that require contracts, so like someone building a porch or selling a car, whatever it is, create a standard template, okay, through documents and contracts, save it, and then you have a template so you can just send it out and just change the initials or who it's being sent to. Huge time saver right there. Highly recommend you do it. And again, for this, you can just click new template. Okay, add it in just like this. And through here, it's the same exact thing we just went through. So you can do it like that. Or what you can do, okay, is you can upload a PDF, which is just right here. You come and upload PDF, we'll bring it, and then create a public document that anyone can use, which is like users in your team. I highly recommend you go and you build out a contract that you can use for everyone. Save you a ton of time. So that's how you do all of that. But again, there's a setting, so I want to be thorough and go through this. In settings right here, it's going to have who is it sending from, what email, any sort of blind carbon copy or who it's getting sent to. Okay, again, basic custom fields and basic email configurations, which is important for when you're sending out because it's coming from you. So make sure you fill this out if you're sending this stuff. Team notifications, this is what users are being pinged. And then product invoicing is any sort of invoicing being attached. So just make sure you check this out. Again, every business is different, so I can't really do examples because it depends on what you're doing. But again, any questions you have, you can drop them down below. But that's just how this process would work. Now you're going to come into orders. Okay, so all orders is for e-commerce. It's all of the people that have bought from your website. It'll all be listed just like this. And abandoned checkouts is if someone has placed, okay, like they were going to buy some shampoo and then they never basically bought it. They just left it in their shopping cart. Like in Amazon, you may have products in your shopping cart. This way you can create an automation that will start hammering them with follow-up to get them to buy. Actually, super important. This is a big one, but this is for e-commerce for using Shopify. So definitely let me know if you have any questions on that because that is money right there. Subscriptions, okay, this is basically just like recurring products. Okay, and again, it's the same rubric. You just pick the customer you want, you pick the exact, product you want, and you can just click schedule again. You want to make sure your payment processor is dialed in, but it's very similar. You guys are starting to see it's the same thing across the board. So you just want to make sure you're like, okay, we have SEO that goes out every month. You can just create the subscription, pick the person, and send it out. Pick the exact product, and you're done. You guys now see why whenever product's first, it has to do with everything. Once you create a product, all of this moves so much faster. It will save you so much time. And actually, speaking of saving time, payment links are amazing. These are basically quick payment links you can send out on the spot just to collect payment. So you're not having a contract, you're not doing any sort of more complicated stuff. You can just quickly send out a payment link and collect payment fast. And this is great for you to show your clients how to collect money quick. This I actually think is very underrated, and you need to be teaching service-based business owners how to do this. So again, boom, we click the product, save a bunch of time, looks real cool. You have any sort of options. So require customers to add a phone number, collect customer address, allow coupon codes, which we're going to go over in a second, and then letting you adjust the quantities and anything like that. And then you have, what do you want the payment button to say? So we can have it say book. You can have it say donate. You can change this up here to whatever you want, okay? You have add terms and conditions, which is great if you're want a basic simple contract on there. And then when you're done, you just click save. It's amazing because they'll save you so much time, and we'll come right in here and boom, this is what it looks like. You can just send this to them instantly and they just pay. So big time saver. Actually, for your agency, you should also have this dialed too, because this will save you a lot of time. That way, when someone's like, dude, I'm ready to go, you're not sitting there like, clicking buttons and trying to figure out what to do. You get that payment link, you send it, you click payment, and then you're good to go. So once you're done, you just click save or you click copy and send to the customer. So really, really recommend you guys, lean into the payment links because they'll save you so much time. Okay, then we have transactions. This is just all of the transactions you have across the entire products board, all down here, which awesome, super, super cool. You can see all that. And then back in here, we have products, and we have a couple different things in here to go over. So we have collections. So all this is groupings of products, everything to do with toothbrushes, everything to do with shampoo, but all the different kinds of shampoo. So stuff like that. You just click create collection, put the name and put the image in, go through the additional options and create it. Again, you don't have to have that. That's just an additional feature they have. Inventory is going to be if you have physical stuff. So if you're selling shampoo, you're selling cars, and there's actual quantities. SEO, there's no quantities because it's pixels. So this is where we're going to see your inventory. This is really big for e-commerce. And then reviews, which is pretty cool, is reviews on products or services. So someone can go, oh, I didn't like this shampoo, and they leave a review. So it's very much like Amazon's reviews for if you have an e-commerce store. And yes, so you could have it for SEO, but you don't really need it. But that's kind of how that works. So now I want to show you how to create a product page. So we're going to come right down to sites. Okay, and we're going to go over coupons here in a second. New funnel. We're going to pick this. We're just going to do test. And we're going to click create. So we're going to click add new step. Okay, so we're just going to put test. And you put whatever the name you want in here. We're going to click create funnel step. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to just slap a quick product in and then be able to add coupon codes just for an example. Again, what a product is if you have a bunch of pages on a website, again, you can add this however which way you want. You can have this on a website page. You can have this wherever. This is just where your products will be listed so people can buy on the spot. So we're going to come right in here. We're going to click edit in new tab. Come right in here, we'll just do full width section right here. We'll just do add a row. We'll just do one column. We're gonna do in here, we're gonna go to elements. We're gonna scroll all the way down. We're just gonna do a one-step order form. You can do a two-step, but I'm just showing you the basics. So what this is this is now a page that you can plug your info into. So here, before we add the product, you can edit it all right here. So if you go under advanced, you can get rid of, headline, you can get rid of shipping if you don't have it, and everything here will be right here. So let's say you don't want, to have a phone number, you don't want to have shipping, you just would come in and click it out, or just go like this and get rid of stuff just like that. So you pick exactly what you want in here, okay? And that's up to you. Again, enable cart mode, that's gonna allow them to pick quantity, so we get rid of that. They will not be able to do that once you have your product in. Any sort of pricing information. Order bumps, this is if you have e-commerce and just basically upsells to something else. Enable coupon codes, this is if you have coupon codes. Enable terms and conditions, if you have this like a mini contract, a TOS, you can add it just like that. And any other things you want. Sticky contact, this just allows them to leave their contact information so they can keep buying if this is e-commerce. New contact means they have to refill in it, just like that. And then validate disposable email and other simple stuff like that. So it's very, very straightforward. Again, the reason why I'm breezing through this is I have other videos on funnels and adding this in. So I'm assuming you've watched that and you get how to do this. If you don't understand that, please go watch a video, because I have a video dedicated to literally what all this stuff does. But I'm assuming you know that. So let's move forward. So as you see right here, we now need to add our product. So we're going to come up here and click save. We're going to go right back and we're going to click back. Okay. And now we're going to add a product in. So once we're right here on the exact page we just set up, we're going to go to products. I'm going to click add product, and we're going to click the exact product we created. See, aren't you happy now that we created the products first? Because you use it for everything. The exact same price you want. Here, you're just going to want to put one. That's just like for holding a charge on a card. So we just click save. And then from there, you're all good to go and you're all connected. And then what you would do is you would just come right back here and you would view it so you can see said product info. Again, we don't have payment processors set up for this test account. So, it's not going to pop up, but that's how you would do it. You just view it and then you'd be good to go. I want to now show you coupons, because what a coupon is if you come right in here to this page right here, it'll be right here and it will give them a code, so a discount off, which is really, really cool. So we come right in here to create coupon. Okay, so you put your coupon name in, you enter your coupon code, or you click generate and it will give you said coupon code. You put percentage coupon or fixed coupon, so we'll do percentage. So again, it'll be 50% off. You click the start date. Remember, it has to have a date. Coupons don't last forever. I mean, you could technically make them that way. And then end date, we'll just do the 30th. You pick the exact time you want. Then you have a couple options. So limit the number of times that can be used. Okay, limit this coupon to certain offers, limit to one use per customer, and then apply any sort of stuff for recurring info. So you then click create. Okay, so once it's created, what you would do, and this is gonna be scheduled because it's not rolling out just yet, it's rolling out on the 22nd, you would just copy and paste this link, and you would come in and you would just enter it like that and click apply, and you'll get the discount. This is so powerful for if you're running, email marketing blast, SMS blast, and you want to get more people in, like especially for hair salons, big. Use the coupon code. If you bring a friend, you'll save 50% off. This way, you send it out in your email, your SMS, or whatever you're blasting, and they can just take that coupon code and apply it. Great for database reactivation too. You can just use this and then get a ton of easy sales because people are getting a discount and it's incentive for them to buy now. So that's how you would do that. You would just go through, you'd follow the exact same steps, and then you're good to go. Last but not least, we have settings, and we kind of went over a lot of this already in different spots, but I'm just going to run you through it anyway. So you have receipts. So this is the receipt that gets sent after someone buys. You have the basic email stuff, some of the from name that always gets sent, the from email, which you guys want to configure, and come click save. So every time you send an email, it's from the same exact, person. It's not switching every time. Taxes, again, consult a lawyer about this, or, do your own research. This just depends on what you're selling. Different things vary. And you just click if you want them included or not. And then you add what tax categories you have. Again, every business is different, so you got to figure that out for yourself. Notifications, you have like the abandoned cart, which again, if someone doesn't pay, and they have that stuff living in the cart, it'll basically go through and send you notifications so you know exactly what's going on. Them too, and then any sort of order confirmation. So someone buys from you, it pings you going, oh, somebody just bought shampoo or whatever you want. Shipping delivery, if you have an e-commerce store and you have shipping products, you're going to want to add zones in here. And the way you do this is you just click add zone, you pick, the country, you pick the place, whatever you want, and then you add it in. So then it calculates the shipping costs, which is really, really cool. And then shipping origin, pick the basic info, business name, phone, email, street address, and other simple stuff. That way you plug this all in and then you're good to go. So it's very simple. It's very straightforward. You just want to make sure you go through and configure all this, especially if it's for your clients. Have them go in and just fill this stuff out so you know exactly what to do if it's for e-com, because you may want to check that out. So that is it. That is the entire payments section covered. I went through this super in depth. I hope this answered your questions. Again, I'm assuming you knew certain parts of this. So please, if you didn't understand certain things, like, creating pages and other stuff, go to my channel. I have tons of, resources on this. Also, if you have any questions about anything at all, okay, like strategy, how to do this, just drop a comment down below. I answer it really fast. Down below, I do have a 30-day free trial link for Go High Level. Please go check that out. Sign up. If you sign up with that, you'll get access to me, a partnership idea where you get one-on-one help, snapshots, goodies, potential free clients, and so much more. So go check that out because that will be huge for you. Again, it's a 30-day free trial link down below, so you can just check that out for free. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. And as always, go high level wizard.